honestly didn't expect MJF to actually be on the show, much like everyone else. MJF, it was announced prior to the show that MJF would be on Dynamite to talk. And man, he actually ensured that nobody, absolutely nobody and nothing would be overshadowed by anyone else or anything that night. And he didn't drop a pipe bomb, okay? CM Punk's pipe bomb, okay, you can go over there. Go back to the graveyard. Kevin Owens' pipe bomb, go back to the graveyard. Everyone else's like failed pipe bomb attempts in WWE or AEW, go back to the graveyard. Because MJF laid a tactical nuke, dude. MJF laid a big ass tactical nuke incoming and dropped it in the middle of the ring. In my opinion, I don't care if it's a work. I don't care if it's a work to shoot. I don't care if it's an actual shoot. Like, in other words, I don't know. I don't care if it's real. I don't care if it's a storyline. MJF dropped the bomb in that ring in Los Angeles, dude. He basically confirmed. I don't know. Maybe this is part of a storyline, but I think he basically implied that whatever's happening with Tony Khan and him was true. The contract talks stalling, him not getting the money that he deserves, pretty much all the drama that him and Tony Khan are having. I think he is basically confirming it here. So he talked about creating moments in AEW, yet getting absolutely no respect for it. And he's pretty much like shitting on Tony Khan at this point, from that point onward. Also taking, true honest jabs at us. And especially the Twitter marks, the Twitter, YouTube, IWC marks that relentlessly tweet their opinions on professional wrestling and then hypocritically changing their opinions on the fly, like Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins. And he's pretty much telling all of us uneducated marks that we don't know shit, which is true, okay? Nobody knows shit. So he ends off by saying Tony Khan takes him for granted. And he even openly mentions WWE here. Like, I think this is the first time in AEW's short history that MJF actually mentions WWE by name. Now, that's not some landmark game-changing thing, but it's something to keep in mind here. It's like, I wonder what's really going on here. It makes you consider that. So he openly admits that Tony Khan is hoarding his money that he could be using to pay MJF. And hell, even use it on, he could technically be using it on the Jacksonville Jaguars or getting actual good players, or his soccer team getting good players. But again, he didn't actually say that. But nonetheless, he openly mentions that he can use the money that Tony Khan is hoarding to pay MJF, but instead he's using it on ex-WWE guys that he brings in pretty much every single month. And then he openly asks him to fire him. And that was it. That was the promo. Like, I love this. I absolutely love this. And I know some people have mixed reactions on it. Like, is this a work? Is this not a work? Some people find a way to also shit on it. But hey, we all have our opinions here. He sounded very real. He made it so that this, whatever he was saying, looked and sounded like this was some real life shit happening on national television. Like, again, we don't know if it's a work. We don't know if it's just some part of storyline. In other words, we don't know if this is just part of the television program. We don't know if this is actually like actual real life shit being aired on TV. But either way, I'm entertained by it. I'm really, really entertained by it. Like, I'm actually looking forward to what is going to happen next. Dirt sheets be damned. Because it's all this shit that MJF is bringing up, like the contract talks, like not turning out what they want it to be, the meeting not ending up in a positive result. Like all this shit that the dirt sheets keep bringing up, they end up being like totally legit. Tony Khan's going to look really bad. Tony Khan's going to look really bad if MJF walks away from AEW, lands in a place, whether it's some other company like TNA or WWE, Ring of Honor, what name you? Oh wait, Ring of Honor is owned by AEW, but some other company, some other wrestling company. Tony Khan's going to look really, really bad for letting like a really good talent like MJF slip away, because MJF fits the mold in AEW. If MJF goes to WWE, like I said, he doesn't really fit the mold. He doesn't really fit the mold there. He'll just be like The Miz. If this ends up being a storyline, AEW did a really good job making this story really hot. So I'm actually excited. I'm actually really intrigued. What's gonna happen next? Like, I haven't felt that way in AEW in a long while, if ever. So I'm really intrigued. I'm really, really intrigued on what's gonna happen next with this MJF thing, and whatever happens next, it's gonna be interesting. It really is gonna be interesting.